So long, Mason Appleton. Thank you for all the great memories in the last couple of seasons with the Winnipeg Jets. You were one of my favorite depth players that we had down there. I wanted to see you blossom with the Jets, but all the best luck to you in Seattle. Guys, if you don't already know, Mason Appleton was selected by the Seattle Kraken in the Seattle Kraken expansion draft that just took place, obviously, out in Seattle. A lot of saying Seattle there at the start, but nonetheless, I wanted to make this video because, not too long and everything like just to announce it, because this is Jets news nonetheless. And even though I made a big video talking about how I was so confident Dylan DeMello was going to get traded and all that, and people were like, oh, don't do this and all that. I'm glad that video aged really terribly. I'm glad it did. I'm glad he's not God. You have no idea how happy I was to see Dylan DeMello not get selected by the Seattle Kraken. I thought it was almost a surefire with how good he is analytically, how the Seattle has built their team with good valued contracts, but their defense already looks amazing, so I can see definitely why they didn't choose him. But this is honestly a great pick by the Seattle Kraken taking Mason Appleton, because Mason Appleton is a really good young player that can develop into a top 6 guy for sure. I've been saying this a lot. A lot of other Jets fans have been saying this as well. He's a guy that has a ton of potential. When you look at Mason Appleton's stats from the last few seasons, going back to, I would say, last year when he only played 46 games with the Jets, being able to put up 5 goals, 3 assists for 8 points. The year prior to that, 36 games played, 3 goals, 7 assists for 10 points. Just a depth prospect, a guy who was amazing on the Moose, drafted in the 6th round, let me remind you, at 25 years old, developing into his own, coming into having a really good season. And then, obviously, when you look at the Moose as well, he was a very good. He won, if I'm not mistaken, he won the Rookie of the Year with the Mountain Moose, or was in contention for it in 2017-18, because in 76 games played, 22 goals, 44 assists for 66 points as an AHL rookie. Definitely a fantastic year there, and he had a lot of confidence going off that to the Jets. And then last year with the Jets, this last season, 56 games played, 12 goals, 13 assists, 25 points for a career high in all of those areas, and obviously a very interesting piece for the Kraken to draft. When you look at what the Kraken drafted, they took a lot, especially in the forward category, they took a lot of hard-working, two-way guys that are really good in that depth area where the teams they were currently on before being selected. And now when you look at the opportunity they're going to be able in Seattle, they really look like they might shine. And I think Appleton's a prime example of that. I wouldn't be surprised if Mason Appleton is potentially on the first line. Without a doubt, definitely a top 6 contributor for the Kraken moving forward into next season. I think he's got a ton of potential. I really want to see him grow with the Jets, but in the long run, Dylan DeMello is the better keep for us to have when you look at the comparing Appleton to DeMello. Even though you guys think defensively you have a lot of guys that could replace DeMello, DeMello brings a ton of value as a defensive anchor for that bottom pair potentially, or even the top pair. DeMello can play anywhere and make that pairing great. He can play on the top pair with Josh Morrissey. He can play on the bottom pair with rookies like we saw with Logan Stanley and shelter them and help them grow. I think Dylan DeMello is a really important keep for this team moving forward in what I like to call the Hellebuck window, which over the next 3 years we have Connor Hellebuck signed. Same with Dylan DeMello. We got to win within that area, or at least push enough to get Connor Hellebuck to want to re-sign. He is the key aspect of this team. If we lose him, we're done. So it's really important to kind of win now in this window. And DeMello is really going to help us win now. Appleton would have, but obviously with guys like Harkins, Gustafsson, Vesalainen, as well as Cole Perfetti, and the list goes on of potential young guys that can come in and take that spot from Appleton in that third line. I'm really excited to see what the Jets are going to roll out next year and which guys are going to take his place. Tons of options, and a lot of guys I think will look really good in that role that we already have. We don't need to go out and sign some guys. We can promote the youth, and I'm excited to see which opportunity is given out to which young player that is hungry for it. So with all that being said, let me know your thoughts on the selection. Are you guys happy to see Mason Appleton go? Are you happy to see DeMello stay? What are your thoughts on all that stuff? Let me know down in the comment section below as always. Also, why don't you guys let me know your favorite Mason Appleton memory as a member of the Winnipeg Jets / Manitoba Moose organization. For me personally, my favorite memory from Mason Appleton is when he was having those great leaf killing games against the Leafs, where he was able to score those goals and just really carry us in those games. He became a leaf killer for us last season. Really memorable performances against the team, and I'm just happy to see him thrive against a really good team. And honestly, I expect the best out of this guy. He's going to be a really good gem for the Kraken moving forward. But let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below. As always, make sure to subscribe regardless of the team that you root for. I'm just a biased Jets fan sharing his thoughts on all things hockey related. Peace, love, and positivity to all you beautiful people out there, regardless of where you are in the world. I will see you guys in the next video. Go Jets, go. Go Kraken, go. We will see you guys coming up on Friday for a live stream for the 2021 NHL Entry Draft. So stay tuned for that. Turn on notifications. See you guys on Friday, and have a great rest of your night. Bye-bye.